Make no mistake, the whole purpose of the NAR settlement is to lower how much commission each one of you have the ability to earn. And so to maximize the amount of ability to earn, you have to increase the activities that buyers and sellers see value in. And that's what we're gonna dive into today. And I have a feeling when I click this, all 10 are gonna come up, but that's okay. So then you can take note on all 10, and then we can go from there. So there it is. So I clearly don't know how to use PowerPoint. We're gonna start at the bottom. And so number 10 is good customer service. Every time you hear me say a model, I want you to think borrowing the best thinking. I want you to think borrowing the best thinking. So a model is simply borrowing the best thinking. And when it comes to customer service, imagine this, there's models where you don't have to guess how to give great service. And there is a course and a model at Keller Williams called the client experience. I would write that down, the client experience. It's a downloadable manual. It is a course that is taught, and you can go right now and download the client experience. Good customer service is communicating your value, and that is one of the things that we will do better on. But from E to P, great course. Second, good negotiation skills. This is a skill, and there are models to negotiation. There are courses that we teach at Keller Williams on win-win negotiations, but most importantly, inside Ignite, there is an entire course on negotiations. And coming to Ask Lee Anything on Mondays at 10 a.m., you can ask me or you can tell me where you're at in a negotiation. I can give you some strategies. So understand that negotiation is part of your value proposition. And if you don't have any skill in negotiation, you may get lucky, but when you go up against an agent who knows what they're doing, they are absolutely going to destroy you. Make no mistake, you may think you know what you're doing, but they will destroy you. And here's the principle that I want you to hear and understand. Amateurs focus on price. Write that down. Professionals focus on terms. I will give you your price all day long, and I will destroy you in the terms, and I'll get my price at the end. If you don't know what you're doing, you must mentor up, you must team up, because a high-powered, successful agent that has experience will absolutely make you think you know what you're doing and make you think you got what you're doing, or you will just go around in circles. So buyers and sellers will pay for great negotiation skills. If that doesn't make you feel off center, I don't know what will. Number 3, knowledge of the market. May 10th, mark it down. We have our market statistics, market update presentation, May 10th, 9 to 12. We as an office pay a lot of money for these statistics. Statistics are given every single month, yet we will interpret it for you. Just last Monday in Ask Lee Anything, we talked about, hey, are values going up or are values going down in this particular building? And we worked together on how to determine where the value is. All right, so number 4 is good skills. First step in having and improving your skills is understanding that you don't know what you don't know, because you don't know what you're even supposed to know when it comes to having great skills. So be learning based and embrace the journey of coming to any time I'm presenting anything, because I will help you generate great skills. Number 6, high efficiency. The only way we generate high efficiency is if we track what we're doing. And make no mistake, that's a skill. Track how many conversations you're having, how many appointments you're going on, what the results of those appointments are, how many transactions don't close. I'll tell you, the most challenging statistic to track is dead deals, is how many of your transactions go under contract and don't make it to the finish line. Yet, when you track that, we can help you get better. All right, number 5 is what Michelle talked about today in her mission moment. Good follow-up. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. I believe the statistic is the average internet lead has to be called 12 times before they answer. Yeah. So good follow up, understanding. All right, so next, good communication. Now, to me, what good communication means as far as working with sellers is that you speak to them every single week. When it's buyers, you help them navigate the market through consultations. But most important skill in great communication is using the phrase, here's what will happen next. Write that one down. When you use the term, here's what will happen next, they now won't ask you what will happen next. They won't go to the loudest person who tells them what will happen next. When we think good communication, I want you to think that anytime there's an unknown in a client's mind, you will lose. I mean, just think of any relationship you've ever had where you were off center. And I use this analogy. Imagine you and your significant other you guys are in a great relationship and they go out with some friends and they say, hey, I'll be home by midnight. So 10:30, you're watching TV, you fall asleep, and you wake up at 12:30. You look over and your significant other isn't there. First thing you do is look at your phone. There's no text messages, there's no calls, there's nothing. First thing in your mind is, oh my God, are they cheating? Did they get hit by a car? Did they get in an accident? Are they safe? Your clients are doing the same thing when you're not communicating with them. Is he even working? Do they know what they're doing? I'm not important to them. And yet the reality is, great communication is a skill and clients will pay you handsomely for it. Most importantly, you can take clients from other agents because they don't communicate. Here's another rule. This is the best one and the worst one to learn. So I'm gonna give it to you now so you don't need to learn it. Most vendors, not the ones we connect with, and most real estate agents, not ones trained by me, when stuff goes sideways, all communication stops. They don't take your call. I called you 6 times, they haven't answered. What's going on? What's going on? Voicemail. That's a cardinal understanding that shit's going sideways. Transactions going downhill. A good agent, a great loan officer, a great title company will always answer your call and tell you when they will communicate with you next with an update, good news, no news, or bad news. Because good communication is a skill and it is learned, not natural. So next goes with what I just shared, professionalism. I mean, professionalism is how you dress, how you show up, how you communicate, how you write emails, how you behave under pressure. This is professionalism. And make no mistake, this NAR settlement is designed to push out the non-professional, non-devoted professional real estate agent. That is what the NAR settlement was all about. Let's shrink the amount of opportunity to just push out those that are just half-assing it. Honesty and integrity, just do the right thing. Always lead with a compass of what is north. I think that's pretty simple. And the number one service that buyers and sellers will absolutely pay the most money for the seller, sell the home for the right price with great communication in the least amount of time. And with buyers, communicate and find the right house, negotiate a fair deal, and communicate. And that's all I got.